Hi, my name is Skylar Meese, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make cupcake brownies. And if you've never heard of a cupcake brownie, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a brownie in cupcake form. And I've been making these for a very long time. They came about when my sisters and I couldn't decide between cupcakes or brownies, so we combined the two and we've made them this way in our house ever since. I am very credible to speak on this topic because I've been cooking in the kitchen since elementary school. And so today I'm going to use that knowledge and teach you how to make cupcake brownies in 4 simple steps. So first we're going to gather our baking materials and ingredients, then we're going to mix our batter, then we're going to portion our batter into liners, and then finally we're going to bake them in the oven. So join me in the kitchen as we get started. So our first step is to gather our baking materials and ingredients. So first we're going to start off with the materials. So for this recipe you will need a medium mixing bowl, a whisk, a spatula, a 1/4 measuring cup, a 1 cup measuring cup, a muffin tin, and cupcake liners. So next are the baking ingredients, which I'm just going to use the box of brownies, and we're just going to follow the recipe on the box for what it needs. So this one calls for box brownie mix, vegetable oil, water, and 2 eggs. Okay, so now that we have all of the materials and the ingredients, we're going to start to make the batter. So the second step of making the batter is to dump your mix into the bowl of the dry ingredients. Then you're going to crack in 2 eggs. 1 and 2. Try not to get any shells in it. And then you're going to need 1/4 cup of water. And then 2/3 a cup of oil. And you want to measure as close as you can to what you need. 2/3 cup of oil. And then from there we are going to take our whisk and mix it up, and then use your spatula to scrape around the sides and the bottom to make sure it is completely mixed together. Now that our batter is completely mixed, you want it to look like that, okay? You're going to take your cupcake liners and then put them into your muffin tin until all of them are full, 12 in total. Now that our batter and our liners are ready, it leads us on to our third step, which is portioning the batter into our cupcake liners. So in order to do that, you're going to take your 1/4 measuring cup, and you're going to scoop the batter evenly as possible into each one of the liners, adding or taking away as needed, and you can just eyeball it for measure. Now is also a good time to preheat your oven to 325 degrees, that way it is ready for the later step. When you hear the beep of your oven, that means it's preheated and ready for our last step, which is to finally bake off the cupcake brownies in the oven. Now that our oven is preheated to 325 degrees and our cupcake liners are filled, we're going to stick them in the oven for 20 to 23 minutes on the middle to lower racks of the oven. You don't want it too close to heat so that way it doesn't burn. You can always cook longer, but nobody likes to eat hard brownie. And then set a timer, and before you take them out, poke them with a toothpick to make sure they're all the way done in the middle. Once your timer goes off, you can take your cupcake brownies out of the oven, and they're going to look like this. And then you're going to want to take and do the toothpick test. Make sure they're completely done through the center. If not, you can always put them in for extra time. And your kitchen is also going to smell really good. But for now, we're going to set them on a hot plate and slide them over to let them cool. But meanwhile, while they cool and wait to eat, we're going to recap the steps that got us to cupcake brownies. First, we gathered our baking materials and utensils and ingredients. Secondly, we mixed and measured our batter. Third, we portioned our batter into the cupcake liners. And then lastly, we baked them in the oven at 325 degrees for 20 to 23 minutes. These cupcake brownies make a perfect snack any time of the day, on the go. They make great brownie sundaes and satisfy your sweet tooth if you're a chocolate lover like me. I hope that you take this recipe and this idea into your own kitchen and try to make cupcake brownies for yourself.